Yeah, man. Play the intro, nigga.
You live now, OleHead?
I don't know, nigga. You gotta give us some bars or something like that, man. Let the people know.
Oh well, I guess
Working
we
on
live.
some new
live.
music or
I'm
something.
going with this.
Okay. Oh damn, nigga, pull his titties out.
Hey.
Yo, what's going on? Sorry that we late, family. Welcome to the Who You Talking To show. I am probably the greatest Aries on the planet, Marquette. I'm here.
That's what you're going with.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with. That's what I'm staying with. You know what I mean? Son of Mars, Olehead, and Olehead Rell.
Yeah. We here. How you feeling?
Shit, nigga, I'm good. You know what I mean? I
Good.
got.
How was your week? How was your work week?
Work week. It's still working for somebody else.
Still doing
So
the
that
small
ain't.
state affidavits.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, don't don't put me out there too much. But I know a little something about a probate doc.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm trying to tell folks, man.
Probate.
You know what I mean? One of these days we're gonna have a financial job, and we're gonna kick some of the financial knowledge, knowledge that we've been able to
accumulate. You know what I mean?
Accumulate over the years, duration of our adulthood, and also, you know what I mean, in the sector that we were in, and also OleHead with the market. You know what I mean? The market. You in the market. I'm in the market.
Yeah, we all in the market.
Yeah, we can have fun talking about the market too. Oh my bad, I'm stepping on your toes.
Yeah, a little bit. You know, you would have thought that you was main chair. You decided to move. So anyway, but came up on these two brothers today putting in that work. Brothers putting in that work. So I know your week was a week, but what was going on today?
Hey, houses need work. Shit, hey, we had to tear the roof off and then realized that the wood under the roof wasn't no good, so we had to tear all that off, tore everything down to the rafters, and had to re-plywood it and replace a couple of rafters, and that's a lot of wood to replace. So we got it done.
When you know what I mean, you buy an older house, you know what I mean, and this is gonna segue us into, and I'm actually inspired that you kind of. I see that. I see what you did.
Yeah, man.
I see what you did. You buy an older house, you know what I mean, and it's gonna come with its trials.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's gonna come with its trials. The guy that I ended up buying the house from, he thought that he was a mechanic. Or he thought he was a construction worker. Carpenter, everything. He thought he was everything. My nigga thought he was a brick mason. My nigga thought he was an electrician. And he fucked up a lot. My language. Our language.
So it's not up to code.
No, I don't think he know anything about a code, bro. He don't know anything about a code.
Every time we tear into something, bro, it's a whole hornet's nest up in there.
Yeah, you got to do a lot to get it right. But I mean, it was a decent investment, and I guess go ahead. I'm gonna allow you to go ahead and
all right.
This
nigga, man. See, okay.
I see how you. I recognize.
Nah, it's all good, but we straight. But how to feel for father and son be working on some shit together. At the end of the day, that's an important thing. Like, you got a lot of them skill levels.
Ain't something, nothing.
You know what I mean?
Ain't nothing new though. We've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah, we've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah. Save a lot of money doing it that way too.
Yeah.
And man, what I will say is it's gonna be, we're gonna go into crisis if we don't have enough men, or I ain't gonna say men, but enough able bodies going into these sectors, into this construction sector.
Yeah.
Because we've already seen us, because we as black folk, we were the ones doing this work before.
Oh yeah.
And then what you found is that we started almost going on strike because of the pay. And so we were replaced, is what happened. We were replaced by the immigrants. And at some point they're saying that now that I can't remember what year it is, but they're saying that like they're retiring much faster than they're being able to be replaced. And so the electricians, the HVACs, the construction workers, the plumbers, like they are in dire need of people. Hell, Home Depot decided to fund. They're actually putting money into scholarship funds to get more people to try to go into this. We're going to be in a crisis in just a little bit if we don't get people to get into this sector. And the thing about that is, like, it's almost in the black community it's like a dying trade.
And you know what the thing is about it is? It don't take a whole lot of schooling to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's not one of them things where you got to go to college for 2-3 years, and you know what I'm saying.
You still got to put some skin in because
But I'm saying what you can learn it on the job though, and be good enough to do it and make money.
It's in order on the job, but in order to become like a contractor, you talking about maybe about a 5 to 7 year commitment, because you're gonna have to go and work for, I think it was what?
You gotta get through your apprenticeship.
But the thing about that is though, you get paid while you doing that instead of you getting in debt. Is 100%, my point. 100%. You know what I'm saying? You learn the job on the job.
Yeah.
And then, you know, like you say, in 3 to 5, 7 years, you can start your own business.
Yeah.
And
you know what I'm saying? You got
it's the fastest growing millionaire class. It's the fastest growing millionaire class in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
The plumbing, HVAC, electrical are the fastest growing millionaire class, period.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was just going over this with my son like the last 2 weeks, because we getting the emails from the school. Like he was like, he wasn't doing so well in social studies class. So I go in there, I go talk to him, you know. So what are you learning in social studies? Like, why are we behind? Like, why are we not doing the bare minimum?
Yeah.
And so, you know, having that conversation, it's a simple fact, he's just not interested.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He's just not, it's nothing sitting there grabbing him when they sitting there asking him about 1776. He could care less.
Exactly. Yeah.
He could really care less, you know, and as the parent, you trying to hold on to that. Well, if you don't know your history, you don't know where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that whole thing and stuff like that. But I'm like, well, when I'm sitting here trying to have this conversation, when I'm like, well, how far back in history should we really be going?
Yeah.
Where it's going to be really relevant for him. You know what I mean? Like,
and then the thing about you got to be careful about is now you can fact check everything on the internet. So the history they teaching you ain't history. It's what they want you to know.
It's his story.
His
story. It is history.
It's always been what he wants you to know.
Made up. Yeah, exactly. So if you looking at history and they teaching it to you in the class, and then you can go debunk something that they teaching you as to be a fact when it's not a fact, then why would I be interested? You teaching me a bunch of lies.
Yeah. And I think that honestly, it takes. There are some kids that gravitate towards history early. I don't know what their upbringing is like, but I can tell you, for me, I was uninterested, right? And but as I became an adult, at this age I am now, history, because of the fact that it tends to repeat itself, it becomes much more interesting. And the thing is, like, I almost feel like there are sections of history that should be taught in school. In grade school, you have to pass the test and da-da-da. But I feel like it's almost like a higher education thing. You know what I mean? If you're seeking the higher education, there's probably most of that is probably taken in better and more appreciated at a later stage in life.
Yeah, because you're there because you want to be there.
But then, you know, when you go to college, correct me if I'm wrong, because I never went to college, but from my understanding, when you go to college, when you are taught history, you are taught history. You're not taught because you're paying for this. So it's not like free going to school. It's free. They teach you whatever they want to teach you. But when you go to college, you're paying for this. So they teach you more the truth than they do this. You know, I know you get some of this bull crap with it, but you might take on a better look at it if they really talking about something that really is, you know, a fact.
Yeah, and I think that school in general, they should find ways. It should evolve with the times, and they should understand. And the thing is, the teachers are just underpaid. They're underpaid. I remember, you know, Jasmine was a teacher. My sister was a high school teacher, and so I found that she was spending a lot of her money to buy things to make class interesting. You know what I mean? And the thing, to me, it reminds me kind of the military, where you're going to find your best pupils are going to leave because you're not appreciating them and showing the appreciation through the pay. You know what I mean? You have to show the appreciation through the pay. I think that that's something that in the U.S. we don't value schooling as much as we should.
Yeah.
And so that's why the immigrants are murdering us in all of the
all
STEM
aspects
in the STEM sectors. They're murdering it because we don't actually. It's a cultural thing. We do not appreciate or prioritize schooling. That's like the idea. Okay, you get a degree, right? A lot of the homies I know got degrees. None of them have a degree and work in the sector that they got a degree in.
Yeah.
We don't actually. It doesn't really matter. And you see what Apple's doing. You see what not Amazon. I'm just going to use Apple just to move forward. Apple, they're pretty much saying like, shit, you ain't got to have no degree to get this job paying this money.
Elon been said that.
You know what I mean? They're going to continue to move away from this degree as a requirement.
Because they said they find their best people don't have degrees.
It just is what it is.
Because when you didn't go to school for it and you just choose to learn something, you're better at it because you care, you're interested in it. When you going just to get the degree, you know what I'm saying? You not necessarily care about what you're learning. You're thinking about the dollar aspect.
Yeah, I need to have this to get that.
There's a lot of people that don't have those degrees and they learning this stuff. They learning it because they love it.
Yeah.
They interested in it. So they're going to be the best employee. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you're there for, you know what I mean? What the hell you love, shit.
Yeah.
It don't feel like work at that
That's
point.
right. It don't feel like work. Yeah.
My point to saying the stuff about that is where what I had started telling my son was like, yo, you only got 2 years left in school. You know what I'm saying? I know this shit don't interest you. You know what I mean? I get it, you know, because he brought it up on the computer, showed me what it was. I'm like, damn, nigga, what? Like, who care about it? You know what I'm saying? In the grand scheme of this, you know what I mean? Unless you're going to become a historian teaching the history, you know what I mean? However, son, if you don't do the basis, you know,
bare minimum,
and just try to give them a quick explanation on what happens when, you know, 2 years from now, your mindset's going to change greatly. You may not know exactly what you want to go do. And I get that, you know what I'm saying? But you should start thinking of like, all right, what is it that you like? That's basically how I kicked it to him. Tell me something that you like, something that you want to have when you get older. Well, he liked cars, as most young men do.
Yeah.
And he wants a Nissan Silvia.
The fuck is that?
So like if you ever seen like it's like a tuner car, like you know, like the R34.
Oh, the Skyline.
Well, the little baby brother underneath it is the Silvia.
I never heard of that.
Yeah, it's a dope little car. You know what I'm saying?
Heard of that, Joe.
But that's one that he grabbed. I was like, man, me personally, I like the Skyline. You know what I'm saying? I was like,
that's crazy that he's a car.
He like the
that's the shit that I love when you talking to somebody, especially a kid, because in order to say like I'm a car guy.
Yeah.
For you to say a fucking car that I don't know of, you're specific.
You know, it ain't I want the Ferrari, I want the Lamborghini. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, all right, so what does that look like to you? You know what I'm saying? And then he was just like, I don't know, like that's just the one. I was like, all right, so here's the thing. I want you to write that down. That's something like I want to teach you how to make I know it may seem materialistic, but I still want you to aim for something. And then I'll show you that there's different ways on how to get that. 100%. You can get that same car being a plumber.
100%.
You can get that same car being an electrician.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I would rather you go electrical side because I know that was somewhere where I felt like I should have went that way, but I zigged and went to a steel mill, but whatever. And I want you to end up looking at going into a trade school. You know what I mean? To learn like to become like an industrial electrician. And then I started breaking down to them like the different type of electricians that they are and all this other stuff. I said, because that way, if you can pick something career,
my apologies,
where you're not replaceable, because AI can't just replace your ass.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
We ain't at the point yet where they can go run the wire. You know what I mean? You can get the schematic, the breakdown from it and all that other shit. You put in the square footage that you need. You got to start learning architecture. Like there's a lot. You start learning drafting. There's a lot that comes along with this. But you can go to one of these trade schools, become that, and at Sylvia can be parked in your lot at the end of your work week.
100%.
Exactly.
That computer shit, I was like, I know you like the game and all like that. I said, but you probably don't really want a career in it, which is fine. You know what I'm saying? But you can go have one of these careers here, putting in your hours, putting in your work, building something for you, and you can have, like, you know what I mean, a $10,000 computer rig up there, the Sylvia outside,
right?
And when you go on vacation, you do go to Japan.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? When you want to go and do a little something, you go out to California to the cosplay event and fly somewhere and go see some shit, and then, you know what I mean, like, and you can get that doing these types of things here. Like, you ain't got to go get the master's degree. Become a master plumber. Become a master electrician.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Something that no matter what goes on, you can use these two hands to put food on the table at the end of the day.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
You know what I mean?
And that's something that and we will wrap up at, but like, that's something that I learned, like, and you know something, bro, I appreciate the crap out of, like, my relationship with OleHead, because what it's done is, and I'm gonna take a little tangent. So I was having a matter of fact, a debate, or it was an exchange on the To Be Fair show, and one of the guys that was on there, it was a bit more emotional than I would have in this current time. What I would have liked. If it wasn't for me and OleHead relationship years ago, I would have went ahead and, like, met his energy with the same energy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I was single mother. You're gonna get that. You're gonna meet that energy with that energy. But at the same time, now that after years of being around that the masculine energy, you don't necessarily meet it that way.
You don't have to.
You it's not even necessary. Like, and I didn't think about it while I was on the show. I was like, to me, while I was on the show, I was like, bro, it's just emotion. It's too much emotion. It's not it's not that, you know what I mean? It's not that serious. And then when I went and thought about it later, I was like, bro, years ago, you would have met that emotion and you would have matched that energy.
Of the subject, or
it wasn't even the subject. It was just for whatever reason he was getting, you know what I mean, out of, you know what I mean, and
getting a little antsy.
Yeah, a little antsy. He was talking a little aggressive to me, and, like, you know what I mean, I'm like, you know what I mean, for some years I've been the guy, I'll match that energy. And then, but, like, because of, like, the relationship, like, being around that masculine energy all the time, like, I'm around, me and him, we talk every day, we work together, you know what I mean, we working on how, you know what I mean, we do all of this stuff together, and it pretty much made it so, like, I don't even like I don't respond based on your energy. My whole thing is, like, where do I want this to go?
Yeah,
you know what I mean, because this could go left. If I met you, we going left. Yeah. I already know we going left, and I'm not actually afraid of that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, what is the intent? What do I want out of this scenario?
Yeah. And what do I stand to gain from doing this?
It's not even that serious. It's not even that serious, because I'll mess around and get myself riled up. And you may not even be riled up like that, but you're talking in this way, and I'm gonna get riled up. I'm just, you know what I mean? I'm like, that's like OleHead was using the B word earlier.
Oh yeah,
you gonna keep using that word, bro?
I was calling it down from the roof.
No, not from the roof. But what I was saying then, I forget what the way I was gonna draw this back to. Either way, I don't remember exactly how I was gonna draw it back. I think that we definitely need to adjust our. We have to plan, especially as men. I know women should do it too, but especially as men, women, we're supposed to be leading our families. We're supposed to be protecting. And so those things require foresight. Yeah. We need to be looking down the line. And so if you're looking down the line, you should be having the conversations like you was talking about having with your son. Because, like, this computer thing, like, going in the community, like me too. When I got out the military, I was like, bro, I would love to be putting on some slacks, some hard bottoms, and, you know what I mean, going to work clean. And, you know what I mean, we looked at the grease monkey work is what we looked at it as, grease monkey work. I would never do that. I don't want to, you know what I mean? Shit. Whole time I'm sitting here in this sector, niggas, you talking about you going to work 8 hours making $250 a day. Nigga make 45, 6 bands in 4 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Getting real paper. Get into it. It ain't, you know what I mean? Like, we've I don't know exactly how we got to diminish blue collar the way that we have, but
it's some money in blue collar.
No,
we're not.
It was looked up to at one time.
People,
like when I was still coming up, it was looked up to.
Oh yeah, me too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it was looked up to.
Yeah.
So I didn't, even by me like leaving school, and I know we've already, you know, went down this rabbit hole, but I felt good when I was going to work in the plant that my father worked in. You know what I mean? Like it automatic, even though it was like, all right, like did I see myself going there? You know what I mean? Like, no, not at first. I thought I was going to go to school and go wherever, you know what I'm saying? But
gonna be on computers.
Yeah, I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Because the computer thing, it wasn't there yet.
Got you.
When I started to look at the computer shit was after 2000, like 2001, 2002, like
okay.
Then I started seeing the writing on the wall, like, oh shit, everything about to go computer. You know what I mean? Because in those plants, I started seeing more computerized things coming into the job.
Right.
You know what I mean? But either way, it was just, you know, it's one of them things where, you know, at first I thought maybe it'd be cool to get into gaming and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to do all that. And then I started seeing what happened to these gamers getting burnt out. You know what I mean? Putting in all them hours. I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. I'd rather go put this 40 or 50 hours in. And at least if I get $1,000 a week in early 2000, I'm good. You know what I mean? But
early 2000.
I didn't like my dad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just like my dad, you know, me growing up, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's when blue collar work was respected. My dad, when he had his own business.
Felt like it, man.
And man, hey, women knew that, you know, you made money when you did that. You know, now I don't understand how they don't know. You make even more money now because everything cost and went up. Yeah. But anyway, you know, the way they used to be, you know, they used to be all over pops. You know what I'm saying?
You know what happened? And this transitioning us right into the conversation we're going to talk about first. What happened was we don't get to see it. They don't get to see it growing up, right?
Yeah.
They don't get to see back in it. Well, you know, I was born. But from what I hear,
you know
what I mean?
What I've learned plumber, back in history,
the plumber, the HVAC guy, the electrician, all of these guys lived in the same neighborhood with the people that was in the hood, and so you got to see, like, he drove it in the same neighborhood, but he drove a different car. Their house was maintained a certain way. Their kids was, you mean everything was, but you was able to see it while you were in the neighborhood where we were.
Yeah,
we were.
Now they don't live in our neighborhood,
right?
Because they make all that money and they want to live in a certain.
They got left.
And I guess that brings us to the question. And I don't mean to step on your toes. It's like, how do you feel as far as like, how do you feel about us getting a couple quarters, right? And leaving the hood. Like we pretty much, it's almost like we do everything to get away from each other. Once you make a little money, you want to be away from people that look like you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we've seen that because especially like most of the guys in my friend group that make, let's say, a little above average income, they don't live amongst each other. Like they live amongst everything but us. You got the Indians, you know what I mean? You got, it ain't really the Hispanics not around, but like you got a major Indian population around them.
Oh yeah.
You'll have the white folk around them, you know what I mean? But they literally left the neighborhood that their parents had them in, and you know what I mean, relocate. And I guess it makes us feel better to not see ourselves as much. I don't know what how do y'all feel about it? Like how do y'all feel?
Me personally, I think, you know, it's like, you know, living out, you know, with my wife out where we live at. You know, it was exciting at first, but when I got my butt out there and was out there with her, you know, in that neighborhood and stuff like that, I realized I liked it better in the hood.
It's boring as fuck.
Because it's boring as fuck. It's boring as shit. You know, all you do is see little old white ladies, sometimes younger, but mostly old white ladies and old white men walking around. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's all you see. You don't see none of us. I'm telling you, in my neighborhood where I live at, bruh, I see a black person, to be honest, once a month. I'm serious.
Wow.
And it's a few out there. I know it is. But when I first moved out there, when my wife was out there, I think it was like one out there other than her. And then when we got together and we got married, then, you know, well, before that either way, I was out there. Even like when we go to the pool, you know, we got pool. They got like Olympic sized pools, water slide.
So yours
just
like
crazy
in a community.
Yeah, it's a community, and I mean, even down there, you didn't hardly see black people. You know what I'm saying? And I, you know, at first it was exciting, and I thought, and then I realized y'all some boring ass motherfuckers. Y'all spend all this money to stay in these houses, and literally that's what you do: stay in the house. You know, nobody's. Every now and again, you see somebody walking their dog because they gotta walk their dog, and they don't speak to you. Especially me, because I wear this yellow shirt. You know what I mean? I got the monkey suit on. They don't speak to me. They speak to my wife. That's what they called it back in the day. But they speak to my wife. But my wife dressed different. You know what I mean? But me, they don't speak to me at all. My next door neighbors are mixed, and they don't talk to me.
Talk to you.
They talk to my wife though. I could see them. I can be outside. They can be outside. They will not speak to me. But my wife know all of them name. They know her name. She go over there and talk to the mama. You know, you know what I mean. But I can be outside, and you can be outside, and you intentionally do not look at me. So I prefer to be right here in this house where I'm at right now. In the hood. And that's why my house ain't for sale. In the hood. You know what I mean? Because I love it in the hood. You know?
I think we all do to a certain, if you grew up there, like there's always going to be a connection there that I just feels like it just never, like whenever I travel back up north and go there, like it just feels like, it's like, even though there's like mad shit going on that you probably don't want to deal with on a daily basis, now that you just visiting, you still feel like this relief, like this comfort, like, okay, now we home. The energy is the same. You know what I'm saying? Like the random people talking to you, you know what I'm saying? Mad, even though they're asking you for a fucking dollar or whatever, it don't matter.
Ain't none of that over there.
Yeah. And I mean, I know because I moved too.
Yeah,
you know
I've been to your neighborhood.
I done moved. You know what I'm saying? And at first, you know, years ago, I guess when you're growing up, because like my family and I felt like in the 80s and the 70s and 80s, the block I grew up on was multicultural. So then, if it was the hood, you didn't think it was. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't feel like that because there was such more of a sense of community. What you're referring to, like back then,
beyond it being multicultural, like that, the hood, it feels out, bro. I grew up in a one way in, one way out neighborhood of Bradford, and it was the hood. Like going back, it's crazy to go back to that neighborhood now, bro. The buildings when I was younger, the buildings looked so tall, and it didn't look as bad as like. I know the adults knew what the fuck it really was hitting for, but as a kid, in my mind, this is what I knew. I mean, we lived in Greertown, but like majority of my my youngest memories come from this neighborhood right across the street from Thomasboro Elementary School. We used to walk across the street to go to elementary school, and it looks really fucking bad. Really fucking bad going back, but there was a sense of community that's completely different than what we see now. Like all of the kids, we was all kids running around the neighborhood having a good time. You fight, you might fight with bro, but that's still your partner. Like y'all gonna play football tomorrow
anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You
know what I mean? Like y'all gonna when the boxing gloves hit, which we was broke, so I don't even know where they came from. Somebody got some boxing gloves somehow.
Got two left gloves.
Hey, what turned up? I'm talking about from pulling the people moving out. They got their mattresses out there by the dumpster.
Oh yeah, you doing
pulling
backflips on them bitches
out. And when I tell you flipping, bro, like flipping was a thing. I was listening to it was a white guy making talk. It was like a white guy. It was funny. He was talking about like he was growing up in the hood. And he was like something like he loved the black dudes in his community. He was like he mentioned the flipping. Yeah. You know what I mean? He was flipping and everything. Yeah. Like they've been like this is
ain't
forever.
Never go to no gymnastics class and nothing.
What? When I tell you, bro, me and my brother, bro, flipping, bro, in the hood, flipping. Like that was our thing. Well, the little, that electric box, that green box that be outside on the corner of the joint, flipping off that jump. Next thing you know, nigga running up the side of the building doing backflips off that joint. Like, you know what I mean? Like that was like it was a community and. Yeah, like nobody with houses wasn't getting broken into. Yeah, none of that. The worst you gonna get is some eggs.
Around like eggs. Halloween and all like that. The eggy crib.
What is it? Cherry, knock. You know what I mean? Or ding dong dick. Nobody had no motherfucking doorbells. Yeah. That was out. You know what I mean?
Knock on that bitch and run. And,
that was like you know what I mean. And playing football every day. Yeah, like it was like.
And see, those kind of neighborhoods I grew up in. You know what I mean? So when I go out there at the house, I really don't, you know what I mean? Yeah. I don't feel like at home there. Yeah. You know what I mean? Now, when we in the house, me and my wife, we in the house, everything's cool. But when you walk outside and you see the neighbor that lives right across the street from you that has never spoken to you.
Never spoke to you.
But my wife told me about conversations that they had. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I know that they judging me because of what I wear. You know what I'm saying? And I probably got more money in the bank than he did. You know what I'm saying? Because people live check. I don't care how much money you got. Most people live check to check. Yeah. So I probably got more money in the bank than he do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he won't speak to me though. But he'll speak to my wife though. But she don't dress like me. She don't dress like she's a blue collar class. Yeah. I dress blue collar class. Yeah. He trying to figure out how the hell I get in his neighborhood.
Yeah, you think
you know what I mean?
You know what he figuring is. That nigga still over there putting in work. Still fixing shit. But he must not be that good because that nigga's still there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now that I'm not there no more, I guess sometimes I ask myself, like, yo, would I move back? You know what I mean? And the answer is no. No.
You ain't hesitate with that one.
You know the funny thing? I would assume if you actually move out, the last thing you think about is moving back. That's the last thing you thinking about.
I'll tell you this. If shit go left and I find myself having to move back, okay. I'm not going to be happy about it, but I can do it.
Right.
But will I choose to save a couple dollars? Probably not.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Probably not. Probably not.
I guess in that sense.
I mean, like your area here is a little bit different. You know what I mean? Only because of like where it's at. So like what I'm talking about too is like moving back to the north and all like that. Like, yeah, I could move back north. That I could do. But it's still going to be to the outskirts.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Because the way that the neighborhoods are set up there, like, yeah, it was dope as a kid. Don't get me wrong. But as an adult, you know, in PA, New York, New Jersey, and stuff like that, snowstorms, all that shit, parking is crazy.
Man, I'm cool on that.
And now, back then it was all right on the block because everybody's family only had one car. Now, when you go up there, everybody's family got 2-3 cars. There ain't no family car.
Yeah.
Well, there ain't 2-3 more parking spaces.
You
know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
it's still the same amount of parking spaces.
Whoever gets there first, you know what I mean? Somebody ain't got no parking space.
When you got to plan your parking space out, nigga, it's crazy. Like, yo, I need to get up and go to the store now because if I move the car after 5 p.m.,
it ain't gonna be no
I gotta park 3 blocks away and then I gotta walk it.
That's crazy.
And it's not even that bad of a walk. You know what I mean? Because you're already used to walking city blocks. The bad part about the walk is you trying to slide through around 12, 1 o'clock at night. You know what I mean? Or like for me, after I moved and my dad had to do that walk. when he had to park up around the corner, and you know, you don't want nothing to happen to the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just the safety factors and stuff like that. Now, trust me, mad weird shit happens in the fucking suburbs all the goddamn time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it took me a while. I don't know if you felt this, but I know when I first moved into like a suburban area, nigga, I was up all night. I was sitting there looking out the window because you don't hear nothing.
You don't hear nothing.
And to me, that shit was like, yo, something got to be happening. It's too quiet.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I don't hear no random yelling, no music going by in a car. Like,
bro, I'm gonna tell you something.
I ain't like that shit.
It's the hood comforts.
I didn't like that shit.
I'm gonna tell you what tripped me out about living in an area like where we live. I have never known the fire truck or the ambulance come into your neighborhood. You can hear it, like if you outside, you can hear it way out. You don't know if it's going down the main road or where it's at. But you, let's say 15, 20 minutes later, you leave the house to leave out to go somewhere. And you see a fire truck and an ambulance on the street right over from you. They don't have no lights on. They don't have no sirens. They don't come in the neighborhood with it on. But you see them bringing somebody out to take them to, you know, to the hospital or whatever. Yeah. I didn't know they do that. When they come through here, woo! Yeah, they do not in my neighborhood, bro. They do not. I didn't even know they didn't do it. They do not turn no lights on. They have like little spotlights, you know, the little spotlights on the back of the vehicle and on the front. They have them on, but all this light flashing and this siren, no sirens, no light. You don't even know they in the neighborhood unless you happen to be driving out to see. I didn't know that was a thing, but in my neighborhood, when the fire truck and the ambulance come, you don't know they're there. They do not turn that shit on. I didn't know that was a thing, bro.
Yeah, man.
That tripped me out.
Yeah, they do that shit in my neighborhood too. We got one right down the block, the outer road. Before they turn in, they shut that shit off.
Before they turn in, they shut that shit off. Yep, sure do.
What you got pulled up here, brother?
I was thinking we could transition into the next conversation. I think that
we got should have had a hawk phase.
Hey, I think this was going to be.
What is that?
We going into the main conversation, right?
The main conversation. I thought we was on the main. I guess we ain't.
It was kind of second. It was like one of the little slight secondaries. The name of the joint is honest body count conversation.
Honest body count.
Honest body count conversation.
That's a freak.
They have those.
We about to have one. We're about to have an honest body count conversation. And I think
he said he got a mean line up.
Yeah, I just found this right after we got off the roof.
Okay.
And you know what I mean? I just was scrolling. I was like, you know what? This may be able to lead us into the actual conversation. You know about Steph Curry, Ayesha Curry, his wife. They up in uproar now because she's pretty much saying that like he doesn't really get her. She didn't really want kids.
Oh yeah, I did see something about that.
So that's been a big thing that's brewing right now.
You don't get her.
So you know Steph Curry, his wife, this is her second time on some disrespectful.
It ain't
going
even
on podcast. She's pretty much like he not the cheater, he's the high earner. You know what I mean? He's literally.
So hold up. I don't understand the term that you used.
What
you said? He don't really get her.
Yeah, she was saying that he doesn't really understand her.
I thought there was some code y'all
they're
knew
missing
shit,
each other. You know what I mean? So she doesn't really. It sounds like she doesn't really like him. She doesn't like her life. She doesn't really appreciate him.
She don't like being rich.
So why she don't leave?
Oh, she ain't gonna, you know.
She about to.
She about to.
No, she probably gonna build here shortly.
Yeah,
she probably. It seems like she's like letting us know that it's about to be available.
Okay. And that's cool. You know what I mean? Maybe he can find somebody that really cares. You know what I'm saying? I hope the brother does. But the point of the matter that I'm trying to get to is this. What judge is going to give you like these women be leaving these guys. What judge is gonna give you this outrageous amount of money when you just decided?
It's called irreconcilable differences.
Yeah,
that's what they do.
Okay, so if it's irreconcilable differences, what do you leave with though?
She's gonna leave with a lot. Because
she got kids by him.
Oh yeah, they got
3.
Few of them.
But she didn't want no kids, and she done had 3
or 4.
She a gold digger.
Gold digger.
Yeah,
turning out.
She a gold digger.
Yeah.
Cause she had them kids, cause she knew she didn't want him, and that they was gonna pay. But this is the thing. She
played the long game because they've been married for quite a while now.
Okay, but that's cool.
She played the long.
But that's cool. But
she about to retire.
If that's the case,
damn sure about to retire.
She about to retire.
If that's the case, how old are the kids?
Different age. I think they had a little baby.
They got some young. They got young. They got all ages.
Yeah, they got
young teenagers. Like they're under 15.
A couple of them.
Yeah.
I think they got an old one too. I don't know.
Either way.
Okay.
Well, let's not talk too much about it because I didn't get a meme prep for that.
All right. So
we got a meme right here.
Yo.
And this one, we'll see what y'all think. I didn't watch the whole thing. I think this will be
have a hawk phase.
Entertaining. Let me see. Make sure they can add to the stage. Make sure they can see that, John. And then we're gonna play it right out.
The perfect example of why it is so important to have a hoe phase. Go be a hoe. Be a hoe. But be a safe hoe though. Like protect yourself and don't get pregnant. That's why she's sitting over there feeling trapped with Steph Curry. Sometimes you got to go through some stuff to really appreciate what you have. She probably ain't never been hoed. She probably ain't never been drugged through the mud by a dude. She probably never had a heartbroken time and time again. That's why she can't really appreciate what she has, because it's like, I need something edgy. I need something fun. Like this mom stuff. This being married to Steph Curry, this shit is boring. And now she's really rebelling. She want to be in the streets. She want to be desired by other men. She probably want to do something with another man because she probably never experienced that. Like, when did they get together? Like high school or something? That is not enough time to be out in the world and do stuff and experience stuff. Like, you don't have to experience a whole lot. But I don't think she experienced anything at all. And now she's tied down, married with kids. You can't go do your thing right now unless you go do your thing and run the risk. Like, you ain't just no Lucinda from down the block. You're Aisha Curry. If you gonna mess with anybody, trust me, we gonna know about it. Watch.
This is the reason why.
I'm gonna go into Anton Dan's take on it. I don't know what he's gonna talk about. But I wanted to see.
I actually watched some of his shit.
Yeah, I used to kind of watch him a little bit. Yeah, right. That was around when Kevin Samuels was alive. I used to watch a little bit of his stuff.
Yeah, I only actually recently.
A couple quarters.
Actually,
he talked the money game too, and I mean, sometimes I appreciate the perspective.
Found out about the dude like within the last couple of months because of the whole Dr. Umar thing.
Oh,
yeah, when he was breaking down Umar's videos and stuff, that's how I kind of like came across him. Before that, I didn't even know the dude.
Okay, but the subject at hand is Steph Curry's wife need to go do. You know what? I ain't gonna say she don't need to go do that if that's something she missing. But I think that if she's stupid enough to leave Steph Curry.
Thank you for saying that. I was gonna say, bitch is dumb.
If she's stupid enough to leave Steph Curry so Tyrone can drag her ass, she got to be one of the most uneducated people.
Honestly, if she was to go and get dropped off by Tyrone, that would be the best thing for Steph. Because if she go and get dropped off, then he can keep all his shit, and she can just go and go down there and just do whatever she got to do.
I agree with you 100%. You know what I mean? If he, hey, you know what I mean? Hey, if she want to act like, something from that she want to go out there in the street, hey, he need to treat her like that she, belong out there in the street.
Yeah.
So maybe she go out there in the street and be just like old girl say, you Steph Curry wife, if you fucking somebody, we gonna find out.
Yeah.
Hey,
we gonna find out.
You let her go out there and Let her go out there and have fun. He got enough bread. You can hire somebody to just trailer, bro.
Yeah.
Nigga, let her go.
Let her go.
But
let her go.
What I'm saying, you said let her go, but she trying to go with the bread.
She already gone.
No, what I'm saying, but she when she
trying to
go,
go
she gonna go with the bread.
Here, take the bread, go.
No, actually,
take the bread, go, bitch. Bye.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I ain't even
gonna
gonna.
If I'm
that type of money,
yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
that's
that type of Bill
bread.
Gates. Like you trying to take half of what I got? Like that. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. Let's talk this out.
Yeah.
And this nigga still playing. And this nigga still playing. So, you know, yeah.
Man, take that bread. Man,
just
go
take
ahead
it and go. Yeah.
Take it and go.
Just take it and go.
No,
yeah. Because maybe Steph Curry need to get his whole phase on. You know what I mean?
And
maybe he might be like, I ain't gonna call no name, but maybe he'd be like somebody that I know that was married and the situation went left. You know what I'm saying? And then once he realized, she ran, didn't want him no more. It was all this, and then she was gone for a little minute, realized that it ain't shit out there, that she had the shit at the house, but he made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Now the nigga done got his freedom. He love it.
Yeah,
now you can't come back.
You can't come back.
You can't come back. He love his freedom.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I believe there's a lot of like, of course, they don't necessarily talk about it out loud, but there's a lot of women that have lost that thing, or not even lost, pretty much went back to the streets and missed the guy.
Then wanted to double back, and it wasn't nothing to double back.
And then honestly, a lot of time your pride don't let you really try. You know what I mean? Try to double back. You had a good dude. I believe that most women have had a good dude before.
At some point in time.
At some point in time, there was a dude that
at least one,
but they didn't want him.
And that means you need more fun. You need more fun. It's boring. The thing about it is, if you get married, bro, marriage becomes boring.
Yeah, you're gonna have phases of it.
Yeah, it's gonna happen, and then every now and then you find something that can pick it up, but then it's gonna go back down.
Because that's life.
It's just a part of it.
That's life.
Yeah,
one minute you up, next minute you down.
Anytime
1 minute you up, the next minute you
relationship,
down.
you gotta be so. I don't know, like man, I hope that girl, like whoever was doing that, I hope she wasn't like championing the shit. Like,
right.
You should have a whole phase.
That's what it. I mean,
that's what it sounded like at first.
Right.
So I'm like, is you telling bitches this shit? Like,
and it's crazy that honestly, it's almost damn near I was supposed to play that
because your
whole
tomorrow. Phase, that could fuck up a whole lot of shit.
And how?
It's probably
hold on. Let me ask you another question. How old is whatever her name?
Ayesha Curry.
Ayesha Curry.
Gotta be at least mid-40s, late 40s.
Oh, she finna be.
No.
Gotta be
Steph like 37.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they got to be in like their mid
30s. They might. No, I don't.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Nigga, look it up.
I'm looking it up now. I don't know.
Either way.
Because I mean, if she waited that late, she gonna.
Oh yeah, she 36.
30. Oh, okay. She 36. Okay. So she going out with this. They ain't even fell out about it yet. Not to the point where it's out in the open. So
he posted.
So now, when she get out into the street, she gonna be almost 40. You trash at 40. She don't understand all.
Don't say you trash at 40.
Here's the thing. Like,
no.
I
didn't mean it like that. But I'm saying for somebody that like Ayesha Curry, the type of dude that that's gonna turn her head.
You already got your max already.
You already maxed out.
But the thing is,
but he'll hit though.
I was about to say,
he'll
gonna drop.
He gonna drop.
He gonna drop.
But
it's like
a dude
that be at the caliber that whatever you think, like whatever that thing is, because your value to us is so high.
Yeah.
And it's because of who you've been. It's because of who you've been. Your value is so high that Future gonna want to drop.
Yes.
Future trying to drop.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
Future trying to drop.
But he ain't trying to keep you though.
She fuck with Future. That's gonna be a baby. You gonna get a kid out of that nigga.
If he ain't smart,
she ain't smart.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna fuck around and be pregnant.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. So if you finna leave your husband as a woman at 40, you got to be the smartest motherfucker I know.
Hey, they smart out here.
You got to be the smartest. And her girlfriends, if they co-signing this mess, you need to fire all them hoes.
I done seen
you need to
some
fire
of the
all
shit.
them.
She run around with Lala and this one, and you know what I mean? Like,
Lala left Carmelo.
Yeah.
I think she left him for cheating, right, Carmelo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she bought into that early in the, like a lot of the NBA wives did. Like a lot of this shit, I'm sure with all this, there'll be a tell-all book later, and then we'll find out that Steph Curry been dropping bitches off right and left over the years, just nobody knew about it.
Probably so.
She stayed quiet about it. You know what I mean? Because she's going to have to do something to victimize herself.
Oh, that's definitely going to happen.
So that part's going to come.
Yeah.
And then
she got to be
you're going to get, and she ain't going to choose like a regular nigga.
No.
So it's going to be somebody on that level of celebrity. You know what I mean? That's just, but like you said, all that's going to do is
drop.
All she going to get is drop. If she leave at her age, she ain't getting nothing but drop. There ain't no nigga. And then you got 3 or 4 kids.
And
you getting dropped for the rest of your life.
The only reason why you famous is because of Steph.
Exactly.
100%.
That's exactly right.
Because all you would be really is pretty Aisha from the block.
Yeah, I mean, and then we also have to throw.
You know what I mean?
And I don't mean
like
to
really
like color shame. It's no color shame thing. And you don't like this when I say this. I said this to you previously, and you didn't like the idea of it. But I still stand on it, and I don't give a fuck. We have to make sure to understand that if she's light skinned, sometimes we think that because that like light skin has a privilege, right? There's a privilege that comes with light skin.
It is,
and we just
and everybody know it.
And
everybody know it.
We've given like a pass to a lot of light skinned women, and it's like, but if she was dark skinned, would she be cute? And in my opinion,
I don't even know what she looked like. So
I mean, she's
cute.
She's straight, she's straight. But she ain't like bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like she's light skinned, so it
like
helps.
I said, she would just
helps,
be,
but like in reality, if you make
she
her
was
dark skin, you make her chocolate, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, that shit
was at Home
weird,
Depot like earlier today.
We done went to Home Depot.
We could have found her at Home
could've
Depot.
stormed
And then you change her eye color back to like a regular brown color. She's straight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
nigga, why are you always trying to change somebody?
I ain't trying to change nobody.
Why you all nigga?
No, I ain't trying to change
whenever
nobody.
we go down this lane, you want to take some shit that's over here.
I like to put us
and
on
then
the
you want to
playing field.
Just leave it where the fuck it's
No,
at. Why you gotta repaint it?
No, because the thing is that because of the fact that we value that
if
light
I made
skin,
you light skin, nigga,
hold
you be
on,
ugly too.
Hold on. The fact that we value the fact that we value that light skin in our culture for so many years, and it's been to the detriment, that colorism, we've been shitting on dark skinned girls all these years. And so, no, that's the reason why I say even the playing field, and then we can.
I didn't get that end of it, but all right.
You might not, nigga. You light skinned, so you might not have got that. But I'm talking about from where I come from, and I know OleHead where he come from. This was a norm. The red bone shit was a shit, and then Shawty be like a fucking, you know what I mean? In reality, you was giving her an extra. She was really like a 5, but she was
made her
a 7.
A 7, yeah.
You know what I mean? 7 and a half because she was light skinned.
I'm not gonna argue that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the bullshit.
There's a lot of them that was light skinned. They
That's the
put them up
reason.
here and
That is the reason why I do that.
And that's why I always say, if your ass light skinned and you ugly, you ugly.
You a different type ugly motherfucker.
You a different type ugly motherfucker.
That's tough.
When you light skinned and
definitely ugly. Yeah.
So that's
pretty damn ugly.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
that's the live by. That ugly.
When you light skinned,
it's got a grip on you.
When you light skinned and ugly, that motherfucker got to look at you like this.
Ah, man, you know what? Fuck y'all niggas.
I'm telling you, bro.
Hey,
you know
what?
Real,
that's you got to peep at that motherfucker. You don't want to, you don't want to goddamn just, you know what I mean? That motherfucker been in the corner, you be like, whoa, you can't move that fast when you know what I mean?
And you light skinned.
Oh, man.
And you light skinned.
You showing up ugly if you light skinned.
That's right. That's a fact.
So that's the reason, like I say, that's the reason why, because we gave that benefit of the doubt, you got to put her in dark skin to really figure out if she pretty or not. Yeah. You got to put her in dark skin.
I never been, I ain't even never hear that type of shit.
So like, you light skin.
Nah, nigga, no. In your house.
Ain't
I'm talking about that in your house. What was your mother's name?
Don't worry about my mama. Don't worry about my mama name.
Okay, fellas. So we're gonna transition this into the body count conversation, right?
Okay.
That was the main,
Okay.
you know what I mean? The big title. The title was what was it? It wasn't real.
I know you made it up, nigga.
It was a honest body count conversation.
Honest body count.
Right? And so like on the thumbnail, I had Brittany Renner on there.
Brittany Renner.
You don't know. You tapped all the way out. I'm close to you, but I ain't quite where you are.
Okay.
So and then I had Maya on there.
Maya, the singer?
The singer.
Okay.
Right. So
2 light-skinned girls, by the way. Go ahead.
The difference is, right?
You can get a body count like a motherfucker if you
the
like
thing
it.
is that at the the thing is that both of these women, if you make them dark skinned, they still bad. They still bad.
Okay, I don't know what them.
It's fine. It's fine. But I put them up there just to show, because like Maya, she's like 40 something now, like 44. And then we just seen her pictures. And this woman is still beautiful.
Yeah.
I ain't never. Why you ain't got no pictures?
Yeah, nigga, because you supposed to be doing this homework on your off time.
No.
You supposed to be doing homework.
I forgot about the homework.
Okay, so you forgot. So don't try to figure out how many boards you need
to replace.
All right. Either way. So what I was saying was, both we've seen Brittany Renner's. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's got a body count.
Yeah, I'm sure.
She done went Muslim and everything.
Yeah,
and came out of that and caught another body and another baby on the back end of that. And we look at Maya, and I'm pretty sure she's not a virgin. You know what I mean? She said she's been celibate for a few years here.
Damn, I didn't even know.
Yeah, she said she was celibate for like 40-something, 44.
And she celibate.
She took a few years. You know what I mean? She's been celibate for some years now. She shut it down for a while. And the thing was, and I guess I'll introduce
getting out of hand.
Body count.
I'll just introduce it and I'll give how I feel an honest body count conversation is in my opinion, I don't believe that niggas actually care how many bodies it actually is. It's about the way you present. So if you present hoish, then your body count hit different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If Maya might have 40, 50, 60 bodies, but it's the way she present herself.
She kept it like a lady.
A lady. This is not necessarily the fact that
that's a little more tolerable.
You see what I'm saying?
That's a little more tolerable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We ain't really worried about it like that, but you present like a hoe, and then the bodies matter then.
Yeah.
Because you look like it in your life, and then especially if like this is the thing too, and I'm gonna go into this a little bit deeper. Pause just to give more of the perspective. I think that like what happens is it's not necessarily how many people you've been with. It's about how those people affect your life, who you are today, how those people affect who I'm meeting and who I'm supposed to be trying to be with. Because the thing is that not only it's not necessarily body count, it's the relationship itself.
Yeah.
Because now you bring in all of this trauma. And we can set aside the fact that they say the fact that they say that if you have women that have sex with a man that he's pretty much his spirit, or what is it, his energy, or however they say it, it's still there and it manifests itself in your life. You know what I mean? Beyond that part, it's just like how has these relationships, let's just say a woman, to me, it's the equivalent of a woman. Oh, you could have a low body count. Let's say you got 7, right? You're 40 years old, you got 7. But these niggas drug your ass down the god. You know what I mean? They drug you. Tyrone, he done wrecked your car. All these niggas is Tyrone's. They driving your car. You done had the total 3-4 cars. You know what I mean? You've been taking care of niggas all this time.
So the 7 that you had was fucked up.
It's the way that they manifest themselves in your life and this person that I'm meeting currently.
Yeah.
That's what makes the body count matter. It's not whether the number is greater or lower. It's about how these experiences manifest themselves in the relationship that we're trying to have, and in the person that you've decided to be. This, you know what I mean? So it's the outward
the
thing.
person that you project.
Right. So it's the outward thing. If you present hoish tendencies just off of the aesthetic, you know what I mean? And then you got the body. All right, well, shit, you just gonna keep getting the bodies matter then. But if you ain't just made these terrible decisions and you dating these terrible guys, and they ain't left a mark on your life the way that these, you know what I mean? Then I guess that like the body count doesn't matter as much if you can have still some wholesomeness to you. Like
okay, so hold on. You I think
yes, sir,
that you a little bit lax with that. I think you a little bit lax with that.
What you saying, nigga?
Because I think that if you've been with that many niggas,
how many is that many? What number you talking about?
You said the number didn't matter.
I said 7. Oh, okay, the number. No. I didn't. Yeah, I guess. Okay, go ahead. But what's the number? What? When does the number matter?
When does the number matter?
Yeah, what would you say?
7.
7 matters.
7.
So here's what age you is though. It all depends on what age you are.
Maya's 44.
Okay, so if you 40. Okay. If you 40. If you 40, I'm gonna give you 15. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Strictly for a female or either one?
No.
I could have told you that.
I just wanted to see. Look at his face.
No, I'm gonna give you 15 if you 40. You know what I'm saying? To be looked at as somebody, if I'm saying off face value. To be look at 15, you 40, you can still be somebody that was really serious and that was really, looking for somebody to settle down with and to pretty much go into the rocking chair. You know what I'm saying? And you got no more than 15. Okay, because you could have 1 or 2 long relationships in 44 years.
Yeah, well, if you give them 15, that's only 2-year relationships. About a year and a half.
No, not for each person, because you got time in between that you're gonna get dropped off. You see what I'm saying?
That's actually a lot of drop offs.
It's too many for you.
No, I know. If you say 15, because it don't sound that bad at 40, like 15 people, like
right.
That's it. Okay. But when we do real math, you start looking at it, you're like, all right, so that's about a year and a half each. Because realistically, then when did you start fucking? Okay, so let's just
16, 17.
No, all right, but you want to try to tell your partner, well, this was a 3-year relation. This was a 5-year.
You had 8.
You had okay, so 8 years out of that.
That 15.
But see, now there you go.
18,
there you go,
16.
Marquette. There you go. Like them, that other side.
Like the light skin.
That light skin.
Because I'm just like,
realistically speaking, nobody's perfect out here.
I know.
Hold on, now you stretch your show. Nobody's talking about perfection.
No. I was just doing some simple math. I'm like,
if that's bad number, let's use your math. If that's a bad number at 44, you looking for a fucking saint.
I didn't say it was a bad number.
It's tough
because you're probably right with the number.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it's bad. Terrible. I'm not saying it's bad. Yeah. I'm saying when you say 15 on face value, like, okay,
do the math though.
But then when if you slept with him, you dealing with him, you got a year relationship with him, you start hearing about the 5-year relationship that she had with old boy. The 3-year over there,
you at 8.
Maybe a 6 or 7 year. We're about to marry that one, or you did get married, and now here we go. So it's like, so wait, 15. Like, wait a minute, bitch. Like, for a long period of that time, you was tied up. So that means that the time that you was free,
it wasn't.
So you got a whole it
wasn't free. Well, I mean, hey, me personally, I don't feel like that's a whole phase. I feel like that. You get out of a long relationship. You been with somebody. The first nigga you sleep with ain't gonna be Mr. I'm ready to got. You know what I'm saying? So you got to get some grace there. That's my point.
What about the second?
But
because you got some extra, you got some numbers to catch up to, is what he was saying.
I understand that.
I'm not going to stay fixated on it. I'm past it. We passed it.
We passed it.
We passed it.
Go ahead.
I'm not staying fixated on that.
All right.
That's that wasn't the point. I get it.
Go ahead. You got it.
Okay. Okay. See,
it's still a hoe.
Because if you do the math, so let's say you said 44.
That wasn't his point, though.
Then you minus the 15. You know. How many a year is this? Is that we're talking about? See, once you do the math, you said, okay, they were together this many years, and then she had a couple long terms. Okay, so then you got to do the math on what time is left.
Yeah, you would
how many bodies is in this time. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. See, y'all want to go all the way.
I know.
Down.
That was
this
me.
is just an honest conversation.
It's
not even that serious.
But ain't nobody perfect out there. What? How much money you got? Because I met you dollar for dollar. How much money you got to say that you can go downtown Charlotte?
Oh no.
Or pick a store, pick a place,
whatever. Yeah.
And find one woman that's 44 years old that ain't slept with at least 15 guys. How much money you got? And I'm talking about.
I ain't betting on that.
No, you're probably right.
Nobody's saying that you're wrong.
No, yeah, I didn't say
Nobody's saying that you're wrong. Only thing we said is
so why we had to go down this rabbit hole?
No, it's because we're just trying to have an honest conversation so that we all understand the numbers. You know what I mean?
We understand what 15 look like.
Yeah, but we got
we understand what 44 look like too.
But we talking about 15 but we got to minus out these relationships, and then so that you understand how many it is. That's just being honest.
Yeah,
that's just being honest. That's not saying that that's not like the norm.
So you saying that I didn't give account for those?
No. Only thing I'm saying is that once you take these years out, we just have to understand how many bodies you catch in this period of time here that's left.
Yeah, 15.
And that's all we
already said.
No, you're missing the point.
No, I ain't missing the point. You missing the point. You missing the point.
Maybe so.
Y'all motherfuckers is not for real.
Maybe.
I mean,
ladies, we understand.
15 bodies is not a lot of bodies at 40 years old. That's not. Because we human. You're human.
Yeah.
Nobody expects you to be perfect.
Especially
these nigga right here and this light skin dude. Right
nobody said that you the one gave a number. We haven't given a number. Yeah. We haven't even given a number.
Y'all done tore apart 15.
No, we're just breaking down what 14. It looked like in real life. We're just breaking down what the numbers look over the time period.
Okay.
That's all we said.
You made me think.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
So how many bodies is too many bodies? At what age?
How many is too?
Like 40 years old. 40 years old.
No.
How many bodies? No. I'm asking you a specific question. How many bodies is too many bodies at 40 years old?
This is the thing, and this is what I'm saying. Your presentation is what it is.
So
it's not. It's like the thing is that
she can have 80 bodies at 40.
Come on,
and
bro.
It don't matter.
Hold up, bro.
So that's what I'm saying.
I don't like
that's what I'm saying.
It's just extreme conversations.
No, y'all just.
It's actually not.
I was trying.
No, that's a fucking.
I was trying to make. I was trying to make
40 years, bro. 80. So if you start fucking when you were born, that's still 2.
You know, but are we talking about female or male?
We talking about women, bro.
I know. I know.
I don't know. And the thing,
I don't really.
What I'm saying is because, like, all of a sudden, when you jump to because we're all generally thinking of a female, but when you jump to males and you start throwing them numbers out there, it don't seem extreme.
As a man, that's not extreme. It's a double standard.
That was my point.
We didn't
that was
make
all I was saying.
We understand the double standard. I mean,
we understand.
And see, this is the thing. If you are first off, what I'll tell you is that now if you are a woman that argues that there shouldn't be the double standard, your body count matters.
Yes.
Your body count fucking matters.
Yes. Yeah, your body count matters.
If that's what you're going with, your body count matters. That's what you're going with,
that your body count
matters. But
I agree.
At the end of the day, if you leave that alone, Ain't no need to even trying to act like you want to try to do what men do and I understand it's not necessary. You ain't got nothing to prove. Ain't no need in trying to be equal on this thing. You know what I mean? That now your body count matters. It's not necessary for you to try to equate because I honestly at the end of the day, like, yeah, like dudes would drop anything off.
Yeah.
You at a certain clip in your life, that's what you look forward to.
I wasn't dropping anything. Oh no, I didn't. I remember there was this one time.
Go ahead and finish saying what you would. Hold on.
I'm gonna let you have it.
Don't let him. Hey.
In my Tyrone stage, you got it.
Listen, I'm not gonna let you do that right now.
You got it. Bro. You got it.
No, don't give. Don't
Matter of
give
fact, I'm gonna be honest. My bladder about to bust over here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go. You got that one though.
Yeah. Go ahead and drain the main vein.
That's hilarious.
It was about some stupid shit.
Yeah.
No, well,
go ahead.
As we wait for OleHead to come back to further entertain us. Yeah, man, we ain't. There is a different standard when it comes to the male and the female. Yeah. But 15 at 40, I can't coincide with that, my nigga. That seems like 40? That's a lot to me, dog. That's a lot to me, man.
Like, the thing is, I think that, like, honestly, we really don't care the number. We really don't care. Like at the end of the day,
because a lot of time, like males is like, well, I'm here now.
Yeah, it's all about honestly, it's about who you are. It's much less.
Yeah, but that says something to me about you. Like, I don't, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that just out, man.
Things like you never know the number for real. First off, she gonna tell a damn lie.
Yeah, most motherfuckers gonna tell.
She gonna tell a lie. So it's not even necessary to.
But not all lie.
Dang,
there are people.
But majority is,
and that's true. But there are, but there are some out there that will honestly put it out there on the table, allow you to feel whatever the fuck it is you feel from both sides, male and female. They just put it out there. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, I don't know what I would do with that. No.
Yeah,
because now I got to look at you like, well, because of the double standard, because it could easily be turned back to me and be like, well, I gave you this number and then your number is like over here. And I'm looking at you like, well, man, maybe it sounds like you made some poor decisions. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if, this is fire and all, but dude, I don't know if you know what I'm saying? Like you made some questionable.
So what is it about it that, like, you mean it's just that? What is
I don't know. I think I still came from a joint like where it's like I never expected like a female to be like a 100% like virgin celibate, you know, this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like reality is like no, nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was not in that circle. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like you don't want to, you know, I don't know. Like there's still something like you want a purity about a woman. And to me, like it's like how much did you value you?
That's the thing. I understand.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, okay, I can understand you in the relationship there. Yes, and especially when you talk about meeting at 40, like you know, I think it really depends too on like, well, what age are you guys getting? You know, I think that has a lot to do with it. You 100%. Know what I mean? It's a lot more understandable coming from where he's saying like, okay, like you've been through a marriage, let's say it didn't work or whatever. You meet somebody and they, you know, okay, I can get that. Even still though, like if I'm at 40 and you hollering out 15, I'm like, this is gonna be, we're gonna be done after tonight. You know, I may slide back around, but like I ain't.
I'm honestly, bro, I don't think that. I think that like if you like hearing the number, and that's the thing. I think we should stay away from certain questions you don't want answers to.
Yeah, that's probably the thing. At 40, you probably is not gonna ask.
Yeah. I don't think, honestly, bro. I don't know too many guys in real life that have asked that question.
No,
period.
Outside of when you're like 20.
And
your ego is where it's at, you know, in your
high
young,
school, not even 20.
You know what I mean? Like in young age and stuff
like that. College age, bro. That's like more like high school.
I don't want to know.
Yeah, that's no reason to know.
That's what we're just
saying.
It's like at a certain age, you're like,
my age.
Yeah,
I don't want to know.
Yeah,
and you see, that's my thing. It's all about presentation. So if you're presenting sexually, I'm going to assume, regardless of what, I'm going to assume the count is what it is. You know what I assume it is going to be high.
That just happened. You didn't just make this up today.
Right. And so like
these skills have been honed in.
If you're presenting sexually, you can say whatever you want. Oh no, I'm not. I just like wearing this, and guys shouldn't look at me like that. Whatever the fuck you want to talk about. I'm not worried about none of that shit.
You lying?
We know what the fuck. At the end of the day, if like I always said, growing up, I always dressed with the way that the women that I like niggas to dress.
Yeah.
And so I assume that they're doing the same thing, or or maybe they're doing it for each other, regardless of what. If you're presenting all of the, you know what I mean? If you're presenting the assets as your aesthetic, then I'm gonna assume your body count is whatever it is. So you just leaving that up for me to interpret, you know what I mean, to guess on. But the more conservative you are, ain't nobody even think about that.
Yeah.
If you're conservative,
I agree with that. Because if you see a woman that's dressed conservatively, your first thought is not looking at her as a sex object.
Not that.
That's not your first thought. You know what I mean? You actually might want to know what she's thinking or how she thinks. You know what I mean? Or what she like or what she want. But if you got your ass hanging out and your titties hanging out, and I'm looking at my dick getting hard while I'm talking to you.
No.
You hear me? So I'm just being honest. If you want a certain type of dude, or you want, and I'm not going to necessarily say that every dude that looks at you that way is a certain type of dude in a negative condensation kind of way, but because of the fact that you are so revealing when they see you, that's just where their mind go, because we are naturally hunters and you are the prey. So therefore, if you dress yourself a certain type of way, then a decent dude that's still at that place in his life, if he's a decent dude, he'll look at you and he'll know, okay, if I holler at her, I already know I'm gonna have to put in some time. I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to do that in order just to get her attention. You know what I'm saying? So I got to be, when I go at you, when I conversate with you, the first thing I know is, or I'm thinking is, I got to be with my A game.
Yeah, I gotta come with something.
I gotta think about exactly what I'm saying and what I'm doing to deal with you.
And the thing is that
I gotta show intent.
Hopefully one day, and I don't think they really care much about what we think, and that's the reason why we are what we are. But we're just having this conversation just for fun and just for whatever. And but one thing that I think that they should know is that, like, your presentation will have him figure out whether he's thinking short term or long term on site.
Exactly. That's,
you know
my
what I mean?
point.
Generally speaking, the presentation will, that's exactly what he's like, you know what I mean? If your sexuality is up front, then he's thinking sex. You know what I mean? And that's going to be a short term thing, possibly could turn into a long term thing if you end up, you know what I mean? But where his mind is initially is what I'm talking about. So like, you want to be a little more conservative than his mind's going to be. But then also you have to think, man, I think, and we ain't got to harp on this, but I wonder how much of the aesthetic goes into self-esteem. Because within women, they like tear themselves down and tear each other. You got to think about all of the shit that they are doing to keep up with the thing and to like make themselves present in that way. There's a reason for this thing, and it's got to do with the way that they feel about themselves. Yeah. And so like they need to, so like that's actually, damn, and now that you think about it, it's actually pretty tough that they have to go through all of that shit and do it. They feel the need to go and do all of that shit. It's tough, bro. You don't have to go. You don't have to go through that. But imagine if the pressures. But imagine if the social pressures feel like they're pushing you in that direction to where you have to everything like you mean. Because remember back in the day, like you wore the weave and you wanted all of these things to look real. Nowadays, it's like, who cares? It's not supposed to even look real anymore. It's about how good it looks, whether it's on Instagram. How real, it's not even real. We all know it's not real. So it's just about how good it. I just hate that they are up against, or they feel that they're up against this idea of them. You know what I mean? That's tough. Like as guys, we don't have as much of that. Like there are certain things, but like in general, like we don't have to. So, but it's not as we just don't. It's just if we choose.
So you feel that same way for dudes?
Do I feel the same way? No, because we don't internalize it the same way.
No. That's not the part I'm talking about. I'm talking about you feel sorry for them because they have to, or feel that they have to do all of this stuff to attract a man. That's what you just said, right?
Or just the social pressure. I don't even know if it's to attract the man. It's just to be. It's also themselves, like a thing that they do. Acceptance. So exactly, social acceptance, even amongst themselves.
That's bullshit.
But it's not bullshit. It exists, though. I'm not saying that it's not. It does exist. It exists. You're right. What I'm saying. You have to acknowledge the existence of the thing. I'm not saying that it's right, but it still exists, whether it's right or wrong. Like it's different with us because, like, even if you can still be cool and wear fucked up shoes, and you still the homie. There's a lot of social shit on males.
Yeah, but you ain't. But
it's different that we don't really hold. It may feel different because you already may have the type of mentality that you don't give a fuck about it. But there's a lot of males out there that do.
True.
You know, just same way like with the females. You know what I'm saying? Because we see the type. Hold on 1 second. We see the type of females that draw certain males. And males may look at that and be like, yo, see, I need to look like that. I need to work out. I need to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like males do the same shit. They may not talk about it.
Be putting the goddamn joints.
Yeah, got the whole toupee of niggas is going and getting
niggas be having that whole blackout beard. The whole beard be
blackout on. Like so,
males.
They
do the blackout hair.
No, that's true too. Yeah, so males.
Nigga can't sweat. He got to stay in there.
But is the scrutiny as bad for us as it is? I don't think it's as bad. I think that women, the beauty standard, the whole thing. I think it depends on what side you're on, because as a male and the way that I think, like, we may agree on the way we think and feel about ourselves. Like, I'm a confident individual. You seem to be a confident individual as well as you. Does it make it right? Whatever. So I don't sit there and wake up and measure myself to another male.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it depends on who the hell you're talking to.
That's true.
Because I'm sure if you talk to certain males, if they're willing to be vulnerable about it, they'll say where they feel like they want that over there. They would like that over there. Why do you think there's so many of them in the fucking gym that ain't playing on a team? A lot of them are there, just for a look because of a self-esteem issue.
And that goes back to the question that I asked. Do you feel the same way when it comes to men? Because he made my job a little bit easier as far as explaining what I was talking about. Do you feel the same way for men that do the same thing, that go through all this stuff, go to the gym, try to figure out what,
get the black beard on. Well, what I would say to answer your question is, just naturally as a man, I feel more sorry for women than I do for men. Yeah. I feel more. Why you can't feel sorry for the dudes? Then I hate it for you, bro. You need some better people around you, bro. You gotta goddamn get it. You won't say the same thing to a female. Yeah. I think like maybe she should. But like, I just, at the end of the day, bro, I'm a dude, bro. I've been roughing it out. Like I remember being in the hood, and one of the homies, everybody know my shoes was fucked up in the hood. I remember bro, he gave me his play, or he told me I could have his play shoes. There were some Air Maxes. I can't remember. There was some Air Maxes. He gave me the shoes, but actually I told him I didn't want them because I was too much pride. Yeah. I told him, I was like, all right, I'm good, bro, I'm good. But they was his play shoes, so he left them outside. And when it got dark, I went and got him. Right? And put some shoestrings in them, and you know what I mean, cleaned them and everything. And then the next day I wore them. And then this nigga like put me on blast in front of everybody for wearing his shoes. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it was like, that's one of the moments. It's like, damn. So I understand what you're saying. Like I've been there.
You should have split that nigga in the jaw.
Yeah, I mean at the same time, like,
and then take the shoes he got on now.
At the end of the day, what I'm saying,
you know what I mean?
What I'm saying is that like I've been, you know what I mean? I ain't never, when I was growing up, bro, we was broke. So like I didn't really get no. My mom Deuce got some Airs right off of Sugar Creek right here. Some Airs. They look like the Jordans that came out, and nigga pulled up. You know, I knew good and hell well. But I don't know why Mom Deuce got these. I guess she just liked them. You know what I mean? And I had a motherfucker. It didn't make sense for me to have the Jordans that just came out because motherfuckers knew what I was wearing every day. I had a pair of Shaqs. Motherfucker Duncan Strong, 2 hands.
Like,
motherfucker 2 hands.
I bought my son some Shaq.
The Walmarts. You know what I mean? I had them bitches too.
No, I got my son the Shaqs before they landed in Walmart. When Shaq was still in Foot Locker and when he was being at first Shaq, let's not get it fucked up. He was right in there on the wall like all the other ones and the big shoe. Yeah, he didn't just jump and go straight to Walmart.
Mine came from the Mart.
Yeah.
And he
right
was
next to that and one. Had the M1 joints.
2 hands. And I went from those. I went from those to the Jordans that just came out. Them of us came out with a briefcase, bro. Them just like $400. And the Airs, they look just like it.
Oh man!
So as I put them bitches on, went to school. Mom, pull my pants leg up. You know what I mean? That was I lived that.
Yeah,
I lived.
I know my son lived it because I copped him the Shaqs. I got him the Shaq book bag.
Oh,
so yeah, Shaq
went all the way.
I went all the way. Nigga, they was being sold at the mall. You know what I'm saying? Like the nigga just won the championship. Oh, him and Kobe.
I'll give you another one.
You know
I told Olehead, remember this. I told Olehead,
I didn't know he was going to end up in Walmart. Jeremy was going to buy them shits.
Hey, I told Olehead I wanted a pair of Timberlands. See, like this was always, you'll find it like the shoe thing, because I have so many shoes, and it's not even like how much they cost.
This was supposed to be about self-esteem or something.
It's
like
an insecurity.
All right,
insecurity. It's insecurity.
Okay, this shit went left.
It's an insecurity, and so like the whole shoe thing. Like for me, I don't spend as much money as I used to. I used to spend, you know what I mean, a good bit of money, but I just got more shoes now because I don't spend as much, so I just buy more. But I'm getting off that as I get older. Yeah. But I remember going to telling Olehead I wanted a pair of Timbs. I wanted a pair of Wheats. And so he took me to Freedom Mall. They don't exist. You don't know about Freedom Mall. Freedom Mall.
Yeah, when it was Freedom Mall.
And went in there and I told him I wanted Timbs. I don't remember what they cost. They had to probably be like 120, 140 or something back in the day. Now they're like 2, but they was like 120 or something back then. And I ain't never been no kid to well, now I mean I talk now, but like I never really. I tell you I want this, but then if you push it, I ain't gonna say nothing. You know what I mean? I'll just do whatever you talking about. Like I ain't gonna push the envelope because I'm used to broke shit. So like you asking for something that you know what I mean, that's outside of what's, you know what I mean. So like I feel like I didn't never really want to ask for something that was outside of what could be provided, and so I always ask for like the small thing. But with Olehead at that time, I was like, bro, I want some Timberlands, some Wheats. We go to Foot Locker, and Olehead, he points at these other boots that look just like the Wheats. They look just like them Jordans, right? Except they got like pine trees.
It's a Rockport.
Some goddamn Colorados.
The Colorado.
And my thing, I ain't gonna argue back about the fact that these ain't the Jones that I'm supposed to be wearing, blah, blah, blah. Because I'm already used to wearing the bows.
But see, this is the thing. I'm already used to wearing the bows. the nigga know if he'd have said no, but I want them, I would have got him.
I don't know that.
But
he said, I don't know that.
You was like, oh, okay.
I was just like, yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Your sister went like that.
Pop looking at the functionality, like the Sims is never gonna hold up.
Let
me get you the drawer. This is
but because I'm like, you know, hey, I didn't know because I didn't go to school like that. I didn't know.
Tell that lie.
No, I'm being honest. No, because I went to school when I went to school. I was not the kid that you know what I'm saying?
That type of shit.
That type of stuff. So I'm like, you know, these is just like them, you know what I'm saying? You know,
this nigga know the difference. Yeah, there's always been looking like George.
I did not know the difference. But what I'm saying is I've never been a person that bought something because it was something that everybody else had. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's because I came up too that, you know, I ain't have no money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I know this: if my daughter asks me for something, she want what she asked for, and she gonna let you know.
Yeah.
And I get her what she asked for. He was the type of dude, like he said, he wouldn't open his fucking mouth. Yeah. So if I can save $50,
you looking at the price.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the same color.
He ain't gonna say shit.
It's
if he said,
what's up with these? Like,
because it's just like I am with a woman today, and I'm the same way with everybody. If I take you out, you ask for this, that, or the third, or whatever, I'm gonna let you have that.
Yeah.
But if you go over the line, I'm still gonna let you have it. But you're gonna see I don't fuck with you no more.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So with my kids, it's different. I'm gonna say, okay, hey, you know, these look just as good as those. If you don't say no, but them whatever, you know what I'm saying? Then that's what you get.
Yeah.
If you ain't gonna say shit, that's what you get. And he didn't say nothing.
I was wearing the shit out them.
Yeah.
And I had to wear it too. I had to wear it.
But if he'd have said something, I would have got him what he asked for.
And it ain't that steep. It ain't that steep. I don't really hold it. But yeah, there was some time periods where back in the day, that was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had some things that, you know what I mean? That was the thing. Man. So that's why I can say, like, even still, I don't think that we're held to the same standard, because I'll just rest. I don't think that, like, I don't feel the same way like with women as I do with men, because women have so many different things that they can do. Everything it's a lot of different shit that they can do, and it's acceptable. Like for us, it's like particular, like as far as attire. Oh yeah, that shit's like name brand and shit's not that big a deal with women. With men, it's always been a thing.
They can go
women,
they
fucking go to Rainbows and spend fucking $200 at Rainbows.
Oh yeah.
20 outfits, and you know what I mean? That's just cool.
I think too, though, like that again, it's the circle that you're in, because sometimes, like you said, a girl go to Rainbow and she can stock up and show up Friday night at the whatever. I don't know that shit's from Rainbow.
Hell no.
You know what I mean? And I don't give a fuck neither. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't care. Like that'll be a thing with other women.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That'll be just like it is with dudes. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't care if you got Louis Vuitton on, and you know.
Actually, I ain't fat out on you if you got the Louis Vuitton.
I ain't finna. I'm not gonna spend Louis Vuitton money. No. Not because I ain't got it, but because it don't make sense.
So wait a second. So because she's not thrifty, does that mean something like because she would spend that money? That's why you would be like, nah.
No, what it would be is that your standard of living is not something that I'm interested in.
I'm not conducive to that.
I'm not interested. Even if I could afford, I'm just not interested in even attempting to play that thing.
But what if she got like she make good money?
Yeah, I'm still cool.
She likes to buy nice things.
She can do it for herself. That's fine. I'm still cool. I think that you should continue to do it for yourself. I think that's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna set out myself.
Yeah.
Because I ain't really into the thing like that.
Yeah.
I usually wear plain shit. Like I don't, you know what I mean? You may catch a horse on my shirt every now and then. But yeah, I'm not into even, honestly, me watching you spend that kind of money, your own money, is distasteful to me. I'm not interested. Like you just even you spending your money like that, I'm cool on. I don't even want to be nowhere where you spending that kind of money. And I'm just accompanying you. I'm cool on it just to see you do that.
Do you think
I agree that?
Do you think you feel that way because of the way like that you grew up?
Probably so. But also, so I don't really. I'm not a person that cares a lot about money, but I understand money, and so the fact that I understand money, I would say that you clearly don't value or understand money to do it to live that way. I'm going to set out.
Yeah,
I'm going to set out. Honestly, you're. I would assume, the house that you want is going to be something that I'm not interested in. You know what I mean? Everything your standard of living is above anything that I'm really interested in living like. Like no matter what, like for whatever reason, it's funny that
is it intimidating to you in a sense, or
no? I just don't care for it.
Yeah.
Intimidating. And it's funny that they use that term all the time.
Well,
like
that's where
I don't even understand how they equates to intimidation.
Well, because you understand the thing of it is to me, a person that's trying to justify them, quote unquote, in my eyes, wasting money would use that same term you just used to make themselves feel better.
Exactly. That's what you would say to make yourself feel better.
Exactly.
Like you just try to.
I can afford losing.
No, man, I'm just asking.
Yeah. I'm talking about you. When I say
I
I'm
don't
talking about you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying. Well, you know what? I guess I'm asking because I have an individual in mind of someone that I know. You know what I mean? Of course, I would never say their name. You know what I mean? And it's a lady. You know what I'm saying? That somebody actually that I grew up around. So I know exactly the block where she came from because I used to play with her. You know what I'm saying? Like race cars down the alley and all that shit. And, you know, she grew up little tomboy and, you know what I mean? And she went through school, never went to college, but went to a job, started at the bottom at that job, worked her way through that job to a nice 6-figure earning, you know what I'm saying? And been at that shit. I think she's been at that job ever since high school. You know what I'm saying? And we the same age. So she got mad time in. And she's not an anomaly because there's 2 or 3 other ones I can think of too. And I'm like, I just know because I know that person. You know what I mean? And I guess I was trying to correlate because I know you don't know the person and everybody can be different. But I'm like, I do know somebody that does like to go and buy a nice Coach bag when, you know what I'm saying? Because she can actually afford to do it.
Yeah.
So our level of a bottom and their level of a bottom is going to be different. Like you just said, like, well, I look at that like that's just a waste of money. But if you have this, that's not a waste of money to you.
So
you know what I mean?
You know what it panned out to be. So like, I'm glad you said it because then I can break it down a little bit different. So like, in my mind, right, as an adult man, that amount of money that you could spend on that one thing, in my mind, why not get 10?
You don't need 10. You just need the one.
No. But that means I can switch it out every.
Then I buy 2.
But you still can't switch out the way I can switch out. So
yeah,
like,
but then
so like, okay, well, I can say maybe it is from being poor, right? So what I did was I realized this when I was younger. Mom Dukes used to get the tax refund, right? And she would give me, my brother, and my sister a few $100s every year. And so what we would have to do is figure out how you going to spend these few $100s. This is right before, everybody got their school clothes. We had to wait. Tax refund come, then you can get your school clothes shit on the back end. And so what we would do is like everybody got the same amount of money and you could spend it. She wasn't going to tell you, no, don't buy this, don't buy that.
Yeah.
You can spend it how you were going to spend it. But what you'll find out is that if you stretch that bread, you know what I mean? And this is the same thing I do with like everything. So like, I don't set my sights on, I don't really value, like, I'm a car guy, right? But I don't know a lot about like Ferrari and like, you know what I mean? Because it doesn't even, before I buy a Ferrari, I got like 4 cars for the cost of that one Ferrari. I would have 4 cars. Yeah. And so what I did was like, I started getting Converse, the Chuck Taylors, right? They had came back around. Chuck Taylors back in, you know what I mean, when I was in $30, $40, right?
Yeah.
These people talking about buying Jordans. I would get this little, you know what I mean, get this little money, and I could have got them Jordans. Let me $200.
Yeah. I got 4
or
Chucks.
I can get the $30, $40 Chucks and get every color they got. You know what I mean? And so that's how my mind worked. So like even today, I used to spend $200 on a pair because I was the Griffey guy. So like I was doing the Griffies. You're gonna spend 180, 160, 180 on them joints every time.
But it's something that you like though, right?
Yeah, but then
like
I had to realize,
like
but still as a grown man, I don't. I still got a matter of fact. I gave OleHead most of the pairs that I got. I still got one pair, but I don't buy them anymore. I don't spend that kind of money on
that's
sneakers.
fine.
But now I just got.
But I just guess like where I felt like you were going with the point. I was just, my thing is, I'm not going to look down to someone else or make it look like they're out of touch with a reality because I got to be like, oh, I got it because I know people, and I'm sure you probably know people too, that we all started off on the same level, but where we ended up, you leveled up in your life and you leveled up the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure you got some stories of somebody that you know.
Oh, for sure.
And if they like some of the nicer things and they got the money for it, go ahead, man. Like that ain't, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit there and be like, nah, you ain't, you know, because to me that's that.
I'm not even gonna know whatever that thing is that you talking about that you bought. I'm not a guy that's gonna even know what that thing is that you got. So I'm not shitting on the person that's doing the thing. I'm not even gonna know that thing that you talking about is worth whatever the thing is. You know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck the Prada. I know the Gucci got the G's.
I mean, I use this shit. I just use that as an example because we look at those type of things as being like on a little bit of a higher level when it comes to like
do your thing,
whatever. You know what I'm saying?
But why can't it just be that? Like OleHead said, because I'm the same way, and so I don't know if that some of that rubbed off on him, or he just naturally, just like you said, come up and being with his mother and just learn and feel that way. Me, I'm the same way. I'm not. I want a vet, the new vet.
Yeah,
I want one right now.
They look like McLarens.
I want one right now. Dope. And there is probably nobody I know that if they had the bread, they would not go get it. Oh, I get it. Because I could go get it. Yeah. But I just can't make it make sense.
To you. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it ain't about feeling less than or them feeling me looking at them as more or none of that. I just can't make it make sense in my head to go spend that kind of bread on a fucking car.
Okay, let me ask you something. Earlier tonight, you working on a house, right? Now I'm just from the outside looking out, I just pulled up, right?
Yeah.
You up there, you got the nail gun. And by you being a contractor, of many different trades. So you know a lot about tools. And you know about cheap tools.
Definitely.
And we don't fuck with it.
And we do not fuck with cheap tools.
Thank you. So you know the difference when a nigga got I don't know, a Roby and a Makita.
Yes,
right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So therefore, if you have your money right, you're gonna go and get
I don't buy cheap tools. It doesn't make no difference whether my money right or not. I'm not gonna buy cheap tools.
Exactly. Because you know the value of having something that is valuable to you.
Yeah, but then that
hold on a second.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just trying to make a point. Because we all look at different things and we all hold different things at a certain value based on our value 100% towards it. None of them are wrong. What I'm saying is depending on, now I can take that same person, same girl, same guy that likes to go and buy a Louis Vuitton bag that decides to be a little weekend warrior because he took a Home Depot class and he walked outside the store with all the Roby green tools and to a real contractor, they like, nah, nigga, that ain't gonna work out. You buying cheap shit. And to them, they're like, it's just another nail gun. Like, why would I spend money on this type of nail gun to get this job done, and you knowing, yeah, well, you're gonna pay for that better shit. So it's just from where it comes from. You know what I'm saying? Like you can go. I can go get 10 nail guns that over here, and in your mind, them shits ain't gonna last. Them shits is gonna break. Yeah. It's cheaply made.
Yeah.
This.
Yeah, but
that.
see, when it comes, I understand your point, but at the same time, you use the wrong example 100%. Because any contractor know that you buy good tools because you want them to last.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? And you want them to work the way they supposed to. You get a Roby. Yeah. You get a Roby, it'll work the first few times. But after that, the blade is gonna be off. You know what I'm saying? Agree with you. So you buy good tools because you know it's a waste of money to buy a cheap tool for as much work as I do with my tools. So that's why I just bought a DeWalt nail gun today because one of mine is acting funny. I could have got the cheap, nail gun. I could have went to Northern Tools and got one, but how long was it gonna last? When I need it, and I don't need to be going to look for another one because this one broke. And I can and when you get the good stuff, if it breaks, you can take it back and ain't no questions asked.
Ain't no question back. And if you want to resell it, it got a high resale value.
Exactly. So
the same way Louis Vuitton bag does compared to them 10, them 10 bags you got at the swap meet. Hey, you ain't reselling them like that.
It depends on what you get. And see, it's also what you buying it for. Sometimes it makes sense to buy something that's like I got a guy, and shout out to the homie Jeff. He was like, he'll buy a couple extra pair of Jordans when he buys them. You know what I mean? And he gonna put them bitches up.
Oh yeah, get that
resale. You know what I mean? It's all about the intent behind it. If you're thinking forward, then your investment could be a good investment. Regardless, it could be a good investment.
It could be.
I ain't knocking what you're doing.
My point is, I'm not going to look down on somebody because they decide to choose to take this over that. You know what I'm saying?
No. Honestly, bro,
I'm not going to look at it like, well, I can't even begin to relate to you because I'm over here.
Bro, if you pulled up in a vet tomorrow,
you're going to say
I'm going to clap my hands
100%.
You know what?
I'm gonna say, nigga, I want one of those too.
Yeah,
I'm gonna can't afford what you find. And I'm gonna ask you to take me for a ride in it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, you know what? Remember that shit y'all was talking last night? Hell no, you ain't getting it. Hey y'all, we glad that y'all could come through. We probably 100%. Gonna go ahead and wrap it up a little bit here tonight. We glad that y'all came through and sat with us a little bit. I'm probably next week. We're going to go on at the same time. I'm probably going to have a vet outside now.
Oh, really? Really?
Now she said it. I'm going to do some real light-skinned nigga shit.
That's what I'm talking about. I want to.
And you know what? We're going to put it up there live, too. We're going to take you outside. I'm going to show you that joint.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you how we get down. You going to hold me to it?
Okay. Hey, I'm going to hold you to it.
You going to hold me to it?
I'm definitely, because I want to be the first person to ride on the opposite side.
I want to ride.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you to it.
Why? Yeah. We'll see you back next week. OleHead, it was great talking with y'all.
Yeah. Good time. I want to see that bed though.
Yeah. Shit, nigga, me too. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna make this work now that I say, man, cut the show off, though.